Welcome back to the Gunpla Network. I'm Murdoch, and today we're going to review the super deformed The-O. But as usual, big shout out to our sponsor, Canadian Gundam. If you're looking for that next kit or tool to complete your collection, look no further. Canadian Gundam's got you covered. With a vast selection of Gunpla, Plamo kits, paints, and tools, you're sure to find what you're looking for. And then, you have their flat rate shipping across North America and private warehouse options to work with. But wait, there's more. Take advantage of the discount code Gunpla Network for 10% off your entire order at checkout. Alright, I'm a massive Zeta nerd, and these days I find myself competing with some of the other reviewers here on the network for Zeta kits. And the SDs are kind of rarely traveled territory for us here on the channel, so lucky me. I get to feed my obsession this way. That being said, due to the nature of super deformed kits, unless there's some kind of like BB Senshi god tier characters or multi-kit packs, I think we'll find a lot of these reviews moving forward will be a bit shorter, kind of like Theo's unboxing video was. With that out of the way, let's see what we're dealing with here. Right off the bat, for an SD, this The-O is a lot more solid than some of my other SDs I have from the 90s. They might make appearances in future SD videos, but not right now. Being this is based off of the Gundam G Generation RPG model, both the skull and the overall chibitization, is that even a term? Well, it is now, because I say so. Of this final boss type mobile suit is pretty expertly done, as you probably noticed from the details popping out from both the paint and the panel lining. Some parts, due to production constraints, I'm sure aren't 100% faithful to its digital version, but these can easily be forgiven in my opinion. As for articulation and posability, The-O here is what I would dub as a classic chibi or SD machine. Squat, cartoonish proportion on a pair of feet. That's right, no leg segments for this guy like you might find on other SDs like, say, Command Gundam squaring off with him here. I suspect that's mainly to keep The-O within the normal SD size profile more than anything, but that's okay. Makes this little menace cute. The feet are both on ball joints, and I'm sure you've noticed the subarms. This wouldn't be The-O without the subarms, so they're very much there, and they have a surprising amount of freedom of movement. The next thing that comes close to this is the actual arms. Despite them being squat proportions, you still have a shoulder, an upper arm, a forearm, and the hands. So The-O is closer to having gorilla proportions than some of his counterparts, but that's okay. Those arms are loaded with detail, and the simple joints allow you to get some fairly expressive posing out of them. The backpack, on the other hand, is basically 7 pieces, and once it's together and on there, it is on there. Only other point of articulation is the head, and because of how The-O's head is designed, it can freely turn 360 degrees, look up and down, but that's it. Fixed ball joint after all. As for little extras and gimmicks, well, you get the rifle, which, for, again, cost-saving measures, is only really printed with detail on one side, and, you know, that's kind of just exposed internal frame on the other. And then you have the beam saber, which I've painted the blade for that shiny beam effect. And that's it for packaged extras. The obvious gimmick here is the subarms in the front skirt underneath the vernier, beam cannons. My memory's foggy on the detail. Correct me in the comments. The build experience for this kit was light speed compared to a high grade. I spent way more time detailing this guy than I ever did putting him together. And I'm pretty sure the results speak for themselves. If you're curious, I'm getting these relatively okay results just using paint pens. Standing off against high-grade global Gramps here helps paint a picture as to just how squat these chibi versions are. While it comes with stickers for some of the larger details on the backpack and shoulders, and the skirts, I only use the stickers for the mono eye. So what's it like on the shelf, right? Well, I'll let the eclectic family photo here paint the picture for you, and also tickle that sizing and scale differential. Here we have the mighty cosmic space chicken Penelope, just completely chewing the scene, just by being there and literally taking up most of the photo booth. Alongside the V2 Core Gundam, who is thoroughly unimpressed, high-grade Gramps again, and fellow SD Command Gundam on Theo's right. Okay, so final thoughts. SDs are great if you're wanting cutesier versions of your favorite machines as a general rule. But even looking at the family photo here, you're getting a pretty insane amount of detail being packed into these little guys, and their price point makes them very easy and affordable way to get into the fandom if you're new to Gundam in general. On the Plamo side, well, once again, there's all that detail, and hidden potential for that matter. And once again, they're dirt cheap. Like, if you're paying more than $10 US on a super deformed kit, like, it better be something special or hard to find, because most of these go for less than that, and in today's economy, we're all watching our wallets. Okay, that got a little heavier than I would have liked, but seriously, these little guys are easy to put together, they're extremely forgiving, and have a lot of hidden detailing potential. Theo here is no exception to that. So until next time, I'm Murdoch, and on behalf of the Gunpla Network, keep building.